Well, this is the real me. There's no voices, there's no characters, there's no impersonations, there's no wigs, there's nothing to hide behind. I mean, I started the Nutty Butter 111 channel February 11th of 2025, and I didn't know what it was going to be. I just know that I always loved doing character work and making sketches, and from the youngest of ages, I remember putting on different outfits and costumes and doing impersonations in front of the mirror, and then taking them off and putting them back in my closet like I was Mr. Rogers. I always loved Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. That was my first impersonation kind of thing, emulation. And just now it's come to today was I just wrapped and posted 547 days in a row, which is absurd to go that long and do anything. I mean, can you think of anything you do besides go to the bathroom and possibly eat or drink? Anything that you could ever imagine that you would do 547 days in a row. And I've created out of nothing something every single day for those 547 days. Anyway, it occurred to me that each sketch that I do is totally me and non AI. I have AI help me proofread like the descriptions and things, but the scripts themselves are all me, for better or for worse. And they've evolved so much over the span of a year and a half or whatever it's been right now. I used to think, I mean, I didn't know anything. My first sketch ever, I held the phone like this because I didn't know any better. And I've evolved. It took me 300 days to know that I can trim each scene. I didn't even know I could do that before. So it took me almost a full year to know that. So every character work, I would have to immediately stop. If I was playing more than one character, I would have to stop, change outfits, do that character, and then change back to the other character. I didn't know I could move things around. I had no idea. And I was 42 years old when I started, 43 now. And anyway, I'm doing this just as a kind of a behind the scenes so you get to know me as a real human being. I feel like that's important. This is separate from my main page, not like that I'm big. I think I have, 3,000 followers? And I'm grateful, truly, for each and every one. But when I started doing this, honestly, the first day, it was just such a thrill that I was creating again because I'd spent so long being suppressed and not creating anything. By the time I did the second one, which was the Peloton sketch, I was like, man, I'm super good at this. I'm super creative, super talented, which has been my entire life. I always thought I was meant to create on some level format. And I'm like, within a month, I'm going to be making money. Wow. What a shock it was to live this life and to go on this journey, this creative journey, and realize I haven't made one penny doing this in 547 days in a row across TikTok, YouTube. I'm kind of just doing Facebook just to throw it out there. I haven't made a single penny, and I'm not complaining. Like, I do this because I genuinely love, and the core of why I do a sketch every day is that I hope I reach somebody that needs to laugh or feel like they're not alone, even for a moment's time. I have, at least through half of my life, what's called depersonalization and derealization. And that's where you kind of think you're not aligned with mind and body. I always say it's like I'm in a video game or a portrait and I don't feel like I'm here. Like I don't exist, kind of. Like I'm in my own movie and nothing is very real. And it's very scary. It's extremely scary because you don't really feel alive. You kind of feel dead or like you don't exist at all. And I'm doing this again in hopes that maybe somebody is going through something similar, which I've battled depression and severe anxiety and social, all that stuff I've battled. And I got to say that the worst thing I've ever had to face is every single day of my life, depersonalization. That is the worst. And I do it every single day. So I know every single day when I get up, I'm going to have to fight. And I have to fight not only just to get through the day, but every moment of every day. And I've developed over the years all these coping mechanisms like ice cubes and hot sauce and lemon juice and physical activity to try to get my mind and body back into one cohesive unit, which I fail at all the time. Anyway, I don't expect, I started with the expectation of I'm going to be killing this game. I'm going to be making money. I'm going to be able to support my family, which I have a 15-year-old daughter who's my world, and I haven't been the best of dads. A lot of it is the distance between where I am and where she is. But I'm doing my absolute best every day. And I guess you could say I've failed. I've, in a monetary sense, in a financial sense, I've failed at everything in my entire life. Stand up comedy failed. I was in LA acting for 5 years. I was losing roles to like the dude from Lost, the big guy, like just big names, Zach Galifianakis. Like I was up for some big stuff. I just never got a break. And on paper, a failure. And then even the sketch stuff, a failure. Again, I'm not looking for money. I'm not looking for followers. This is just me communicating. If something ever happens to me, maybe my daughter watches this. Maybe she understands a little more as to who I am as a human being and why I'm doing what I'm doing. I know anything over kind of 20 seconds is just kind of lighted on fire on TikTok, actually any social media. But I'm doing this as kind of maybe it's 10 seconds of me saying something each day or once a week, or maybe it is this 7-minute video or whatever. But there's like a peace and a calm and a joy in starting this because I don't have to do the music. I don't have to do the editing. I don't have to do the thumbnails and the rigorous activities. I don't have to do the tags and the hashtags and the descriptions. I can just come on and just be like, hello, this is me. This is no bullshit. This is who I am as a human being. Behind me is just some things I love, so it's not like I'm trying to say, buy my shit. I haven't sold any. I haven't even tried to sell anything on any social media. It's hard enough for me every single day just to come up with an original concept and bring that to fruition and just make that known and available to anybody that wishes to see it. So again, welcome to the behind the scenes version of me, the real sketches that I do every single day. Ironically, the one I just wrapped today was about Mark Zuckerberg because he's just launched this meta thing that I think is just horrible, but that's just my opinion. Your opinion is your opinion, and you're entitled to it. And I love that you have your own thoughts on things. But it was coincidentally flagged by TikTok, so I'm fighting that. I'm no stranger to that. I've been in TikTok jail. I've been suppressed. I've been anything you can name it in these 547 days. I have gone through it. I've went viral one time on YouTube for a video I didn't even like, a Halloween to Christmas video. It got over 1 million views. I didn't make a single cent from it. Wasn't able to get monetized. It wasn't enough. That's fine. But I'm used to 200 clicks. I'm used to 60 clicks was a couple of days ago after 500 plus days doing this. So the fact that I'm flagged on something I spent hours on, probably 5 hours on the sketch. I got up at 7 a.m. It's almost noon. I just released it. I just immediately saw it's got 1 click and I'm like, it's flagged. Because you don't really fight the man in this. Like you're supposed to just taste your pizza, give your 5-star review, and go about your day. So I like to do comedy primarily, but there's things in life that I feel that are unfair for the average person, which I am, and I feel like I represent pretty much everybody fighting in this world. And that's why I made the video, and I try to make it as comedic as possible, and it's just part of the risk. I took actually a screenshot before I posted it of my followers and subscribers because I felt it's a 1 minute, 3 seconds long. I'm like, I'm going to lose some. And I get that. I mean, because I'm so diverse. I do like marriage humor. I do food humor. I do work humor. I do bathroom humor. I don't like to be restricted by one thing or concept or boundaries or barriers. I don't like censorship. But this is really me, and this is what I enjoy doing. I feel this is my purpose in life. And do I expect anybody to watch this first video that's almost 10 minutes long? Absolutely not. But if you do, I'm grateful that you did. Please check out my other page, Nutty Butter 111. Please subscribe to this. It's just going to be more of me being honest about how I'm doing every day and behind what I'm doing, and my sketches. So welcome aboard. For anybody who's watching, you're not alone. I love you.